Hi there, my name is Monique and thank you for watching Exceptional Tuition and Resumes. Today we're going to talk about why it's really important to be honest in your resume. Now let's face it, if you're applying for a position, would you hire someone who is dishonest? Probably not. So the moral of the story is be honest right from the start, and that starts from your resume application. Now, Benjamin Franklin also said once upon a time that honesty is the best policy, and to this day, he is still correct. Not only does this apply to politics, but it applies to your resumes and the employment environment. Now, a lot of people think it's okay to stretch your resume and waffle on about things you haven't done, but really, you do not want to misrepresent yourself. It's important to make sure you include aspects which are reflective of what you've actually done as an employee and not as one of your friends. It's also important to be precise and consistent in the way that you present yourself in a resume, because you want to show that you are consistent as a prospective employee. Additionally, you want to show that you have credibility as well. So if you have credibility and integrity and honesty, an employer will naturally want to have you in their workplace and will be able to trust you. It's also important to realize that if you're an accomplished person, so you are not only a good worker, but you're also good in different areas of your life, why not include that on your resume rather than talking it down? Because at the end of the day, an employer wants to see that they have exceptional employees. So if you can become that sort of a person, they would want to hire you, of course. You've got more to give than just work. When it comes to unpaid jobs, for example, you've done some community work or you've done volunteering, this is very important to include in your resume because it shows that you're giving back, and this is an important aspect of being recruited. So put that on your resume. Also, if you've won any other major awards or you have any special skills, these should be included. So for example, if you are exceptional at a particular IT program, for example, this is a real asset to an employer. Also, when you talk about your employment history and you have your references at the end, make sure you put references that are actually legitimate. So for example, don't put your friend on there and get them to talk on the phone for you. Instead, put people who you've worked for previously and who would give you a good reference, because this is where the credibility aspect is important too. At the end of the day, your main goal is to achieve your dream job. However, at the very start, it's important to be honest, represent yourself properly, and make sure that who you are on paper adds up to who you are in person. So hopefully these tips are great for you today. Thank you for watching Exceptional Tuition and Resumes.